Yo, yo, happy Monday. Happy Monday. Here we are on gold. So, Monday, I know personally from my journal that I technically lose the most money on a Monday, right? So, I'm going into this session somewhat extra cautious knowing that fact. So let me, is it London Open? Yep. All right. So London Open just went down. I'm going to jump to the daily. Looks like we're edging all-time highs again, crawling our way back up there, which is pretty interesting. So I'm gonna, let's have a little look here. Looking super bullish. That's all I can say is it's looking super bullish. Drop back to the 4 hour. Yep, it's not much. We're just moving up. 1 hour. Mazamil Ashrav. What is up, my brother? What is up? Glad to have you here, my friend. Just doing a bit of analysis here on gold and then going to figure out what the go is. So the 1 hour, not much more, moving up, 30 minute, 15. All right, so straight away, I'm going to draw out my zones of interest. So this is my 100K Topstep challenge account. So see if we can add some more profit to this account. What's this range here? 26 pips. Can you add a watermark? What type of watermark? Like to the background here? Pretty sure you can. I know you can on like other platforms, but this is Topstep X platform. Raphael K. Hey Daniel, good morning. What is up? Thank you for being here. What is up? Let's see if we can get something happening here on gold. Let's see if we can get something happening on gold here. I know just by looking at this, these are my three areas, these three lines. I want to see what... Yeah, I know, that's a good point. I've been trying to think about how to go about doing that. So like if you can see this screen here now, I'll adjust. It just looks ugly. Like I guess you can see like that. I guess it's not that bad. Maybe if I just leave it like that. So you can see the time frames. Yeah, not a bad idea. Is that better like that? You can see the time frames up here now. Let me have a look one more thing. Anyway, they'll do. Yeah, so these three lines I've put down here, these are my three zones of interest. So I'm going to look for certain reactions of these zones. I won't go into too much detail just yet about what exactly it is I'm looking for. But I will when these candles start to print a bit more. Yes, that is perfect now. Oh, awesome, man. Okay, cool. So let me do another little quick analysis here. So the 4 hours coming up. It's been open for an hour. The previous one didn't close above the others, but this one's pushing up. It could reject back. Oh, but it's a strong 1 hour close. Anyway, I'm gonna have to wait to see how this 15 closes. and that's going to tell me, that's going to paint a bit of a picture for me to have a better idea of what I can look for here. But yeah, I would say to anyone, be more careful on a Monday. It's after the weekend. A lot of shit has been happening. The markets, I just feel like the markets move a little bit more different on a weekend, on a Monday. They seem a little bit more unpredictable almost. So make sure you're seeing exactly what you want to see before you take an entry. Has anyone taken a trade today? Has anyone taken a trade? I got a $130 win pre-London. I shouldn't have done it, but I did it. But even though I took a win, I swore to myself, that's it. No more. Strictly London Open. Because you get rewarded now, but you pay for it later. It's best just to put all your efforts into one session, I believe. Let me open up Zoom. I'll paint a picture here real quick. I took a buy from 2664. I'll check that out in 1 second. 2264. Oh, hopefully I can do this. Looks like I have to make a payment here. Looks like I have to make some sort of payment. So I want to see either a break here, a closed candle here, which isn't preferably. I don't really like that because if I did see that and I seen a wick up here and then a continuation down, I would take a sell there. But I would actually rather this to flip bullish and close like this. Next one to wick down and continue up, and I could take a buy around there potentially. So it's like, because we're in an uptrend, it's somewhat of a pullback for a continuation. I took a buy at 2664. Let's have a look at 2664. 266. Oh. You could not have found a better place to take a buy. Because since that area, it's moved up fucking like 200 pips. Or 200 ticks, whatever. I'm new to futures. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not really liking futures, man. I'm only doing it because of the prop firm side of things. I will eventually switch back to Forex, I believe. I thought I would like futures more than I do. I thought the idea of entering a trade and not being an immediate drawdown, like because of the spread in Forex, there's obviously you'll enter and the spread will immediately have you in like 2.5 pips drawdown. And I thought, man, futures, if I can just enter a position and that's where I am, that's really cool. But it's too good to be true because the fees and the slippage is through the fucking roof. So I closed like a $300 position, but somehow only made like 170 or something. It's just like, I don't like this. I don't like it. So let's have a look at gold and Forex over here. Pushing down. So yeah, I'm gonna need to wait for this 15 to close. Just scan through the time frames and make sure I'm not missing something. History, what is happening, my man? Incredible to see you back. Just here on gold, just jumped on, just flicking through the time frames. Got my 3 zones marked out here. And just waiting for this 15 to close. Have you taken any trades today, History? Oh, only looking for the gap on oil. Let's have a look at oil. Brent crude oil. Oh, you're anticipating this gap to get filled over here. I know copper had a gap. Yeah, it got sort of filled. So you're looking for this gap to get filled. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, and like I was saying before, just be a bit cautious on a Monday, I think. Be a bit cautious on a Monday. US oil. I thought it was just called crude. Oh, is this it? US oil, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay, it's very similar, I guess. Yeah, interesting. So this 15 has 30 seconds before it closes. Bro, why does this audio go all crazy? So I'm a bit sus on the way that it's looking right now. What is this 30 doing? The 1 hour. Yeah, I'm a bit sus. I am a bit sus. I'm gonna have to wait. By the way, it is a bank holiday in the US today. Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be making much of an effect on Goldie over here. Like, check out we've moved up 200 pips in Asia. We've moved up 200 pips. But yeah, I'm definitely, it's a good one to keep in mind. Let's have a look here. Bank holiday. Yeah. Very interesting. So I would love to see this current 15 form something that looks like this. Right? And if the next candle can do this, I'll take a buy right there. That'll be a really nice trade. And then I'll have a new support zone. So that's what I'm looking at right here. It is a new strategy for me, so just testing it at low level. Want to see the results first up, then go bigger in the future. Oh, we're testing our new strategy. Yeah, I know these I know gap fills have some sort of statistic where it's there's like a 70% chance within the first 3 days they get filled or something like that. So there's somewhat of an edge to looking for gap fills. What's your view on SMC, smart money concepts, you mean? I've been looking to get an edge in the market and use the weekend to learn more about the market. I guess it's just... I guess it depends on how long you've been trading for, I think. And does the concept somewhat already match what you know about the market? Because you don't want to really have to learn it from scratch, right? And I know the SMC stuff is really... People would consider it too in-depth. Like, it doesn't need to be that technical. So it's probably going to be... It's probably going to feel like it's a lot to learn. Yeah, I would just, it's hard, man. It's hard. Everyone's different. It's hard to have an opinion, to be honest. But I do understand the concept. Like, I have looked into it and I know enough to know a bit. But yeah, it's really up to you. Their whole idea is like trade like the banks, and it's just like that already is annoying because it's like you don't like, what does that even mean? You know what I mean? I'm drinking a sugar-free V. Well, I started 3 months ago with analyzing, have got the information about different strategies, but I am now looking to get that edge. Well, the edge is really going to be... Yeah, it depends what you mean by the edge, because I feel like most people's edge, it's actually an individual thing, because everyone has a strategy, right? But then it's about how does the individual implement that strategy and have his personal edge. I think an edge is a personal thing. I actually think spend the first year of your trading is to fucking do all the... You know, people are like, oh, don't strategy hop. Don't strategy hop. I think you should actually strategy hop for the first year. I think you should try everything, bro. I'm speaking that from experience, and maybe that's just my personality type. But I've done it all. I've done the 1 minute, I've done the daily, I've done swing trading, scalping, indicators. I've literally gone through it all. And I did that as well in a way to, when I do settle on a strategy, I don't feel like I'm missing out. I don't feel like, oh, but what if? What if that? You know how like people get in a relationship when they're real young and then they get married and then they hit like 35 and they're like... Oh, I never really slept around. What if? You never want to have that, right? And so I think spend the first year of just fuck everyone type shit, right? And then eventually land on something. Yeah, exactly. Man, I've gone around the world and I ended up back at the very first strategy that I started with, which is essentially a form of support and resistance. If you really look at some of the traders that are crushing it, their strategies are so simple. Because this is like a job where you can extract such a high amount of income from, you feel like it has to be really technical. Like it can't be simple because it's such a high income skill. You must have to make it technical. But then you look at like the guys that are crushing it and it's like, bro, they fucking keep it so simple. Yeah. I don't think indicators are where it's at, for sure. But yeah, like I said, man, try everything. Do it all. Spend a year being a slut. Be a strategy slut. Alright? and then find a nice girlfriend or boyfriend and settle in on that strategy. That should be my slogan. I'm an X strategy slut. But now I'm loyal. I'm loyal to the strat. I would love a bottom wick on this 15. But I won't discriminate too much if it doesn't give me one. What's the 30 looking like? Smaller body. What's the 1 hour doing? Not much. I'm trying to see if is this a strong area that 4-hour candles have rejected off a lot. And they kind of haven't. Like if you look at this zone around here, look how many 4-hour rejections there are, right? But up here, it's not really, like there is, but there isn't. There's not like big wiki areas. It's just like it kind of came up there and just slowly left. I have no real reason to believe that I should be switching my bias to bearish right now. You know, there's like this tendency to see like, wow, it's moved up 200 pips. Like it has to come back now. And it's just like, I don't know. I don't have any real reason to believe so just yet. My analysis yesterday was that gold will come back down to retest the next 2 days and create an all-time high. Yeah, well, it's well on its way up. It is well on its way up. So let's see how this 15 closes. It's got 5 minutes. There's the wick I needed if it does flip back bullish. This 15 will be the 30 close as well, yep. So for me to look for potential longs, I really need this to flip back bullish. One sec. Flip, motherfucker. Flip so I can extract some money, bruz. 3 minutes. A lot can happen in 3 minutes. Aru, what up? What up? What up? Good to have you back. Good to have you back. Just here looking at gold, waiting for an opportunity to strike. I'm waiting for an opportunity here. Man, this 4 hours is going to leave a crazy wick. Look at that. Like, not leave, like it's still got 2.5 hours, but right now it's got a pretty decent wick. Alright, it's not looking good for this one to flip now. But a lot can happen in 2 minutes. The thing is, I can't do anything in this zone until a green candle gets printed. Because right now, this isn't giving me any information or any confidence in making a move. I need a green candle to be printed next to a red candle. So some sort of support is formed. And then I'll base my move off of the reaction of that support zone. People think like support and resistance strategies are really simple. Like, oh, once it gets to support, you just buy, and once it gets to resistance, you just sell. And it's like, nah, you kind of have to have your skin in the game for a little bit to kind of understand when it is the right time to strike. And it's really just about understanding candlesticks as well. So this one's about to close. The 30 is about to close as well. Pretty strong 30 closure. What do you mean, history? Oh, if it was that simple, you mean? All right, so that one's closed. It looks like it's probably going to come down. It looks like it's gravitating towards this next support zone. So I'm going to have to wait to see what type of reaction it makes off this zone here. You know, we've had a bigger body 30-minute closure. So, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not that simple. There are people that, you know, there's this guy on YouTube, and I remember when I was trying to learn about trading, and he was like, man, my strategy is simple. I just buy when it gets to support and sell when it gets to resistance. And then he goes, if it goes in drawdown, so just say you took a sell and you're in drawdown, he says, just take a buy position to counter that. And it's like, oh, that is just such... I tried it. It did not work. That's very tricky advice. Like, obviously, he's probably figured a way to do it, but man. Do you know how stressful that is? You're like, okay, I'm entering a position. Fuck, it's not going my way. Let me take the opposite position. So now you're in two, they're going either way, and it's kind of flicking between each. And you're like, oh, I think this one's going this way now, so let me close this one. And then it goes back, and it's just like, oh, that advice of if you're in drawdown, just take the opposite trade to counter it. I was just like, oh, But when you don't know much about trading, you just think, oh, that makes sense. Of course. All you have to do is if you're in a sell and it starts going up, just buy. It'll counter it, but it doesn't work like that. Like, look how charts move like this. It's never just going up. Like, it's very rare, and to gauge that is like, it's impossible. So I don't know if the dude was scamming or if he really figured a way out, but it is what it is. That's how you make it look easy and make a lot of money with your course. Yeah, it could be that as well. Yeah, it could be that as well. Yeah. How stressful for some of these scammer people. Like, it has to be stressful to be a scammer. Here we are, like, putting our blood, sweat, and tears into trading. Got to question whether some of these people really do it. That's the thing about trading. We show up every day. We show up every day to get better at this skill set. Because I'm sure, like everyone, we want to make the best possible life for ourselves. But in order to achieve that through trading, you got to go through the trenches, man. Like, I can genuinely say for myself, trading has brought me to tears. It has made me like punch my pillow like, fuck, it's stupid. It has made me laugh. It has made me feel good. Right? And you go through all this kind of shit to try to be better at this skill set for a bigger purpose. And it's like, you've really got to question, have some of these scammers or some of these kid traders on TikTok really gone through that? I'm not saying that everyone has to go through the pain, but it's like, it's just not easy. It's really that simple. It's very difficult. I heard an interesting thing. Someone was talking about how trading is probably one of the hardest professions. And the lady goes, well, why? There's scientists, there's engineers, there's this, there's that. And he goes, well, in those roles, if you don't show up for work, you don't make any money. In trading, if you don't show up, as in mentally, and execute on your edge, not only do you not make money, but it actually takes money away from you. You lose money. It takes your money, right? That's what makes it so difficult. It's like, you don't just make neutral, it actually takes your money. That's why it's such a difficult. $2674. Yeah, you're looking at this support zone here. Oh, for a sell. Well, you got to think, because like before, like I said, this is obviously the support zone here, right? And like I said before, if it was as simple as buying at support or selling at support, that'd be cool. But for us to sell at support, we have to see something like this. A candle come down here, not close below support yet. It has to come down, then create some sort of resistance, which is going to be in the form of a green candle printed next to it. Then we need a candle that's going to actually close under this support level. Now we have confirmation that it's ready to move down because there was enough strength for a candle to actually close outside of that zone. Then we could start looking at a potential sell position, right? That's going to be the strongest confirmation. So hopefully we get some sort of green candle printed here. Fucking hell, it's a pretty big range here still. Do not leave without me, Mr. Candle. I need this candle to come down and create a bit of a smaller body. Ideally. It doesn't look like it, but that's pretty much a 30 pip range. Thirty ticks, pips, whatever. So there's a decent amount of volume here in London today. Very nice. Stay like that, candle. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out with futures if it's better to do a market order type or a limit to try and minimize that slippage. So I've got 3 minutes for this 15 to close. It's looking pretty good. If I can get the next one to give me a bit of a wick, like if it can close like this, the next one give me a bit of a wick, I'll anticipate a continuation up and take a buy right there. I was a little bit sus that it hadn't come right down and tapped into this support level, but it has kind of tapped into this region here on the 30. It's shown like this is some sort of support here as well. So it looks like that's kind of where it's tapped into instead, which has made me a little bit less sus. But if this candle takes off, then I'm done for. Minute and a half. would have liked this to be a little bit smaller, but it still looks pretty good as long as it doesn't take off again. Alright, cool. So when this... I've still got 30 seconds. A lot can happen in 30 seconds, but I need this next one to come down and give me a little bit of a wick. Give me some sort of wick, just so I have a bit more confirmation that it doesn't want to go back down. And I'll take a buy around here, anticipating that continuation up. Because it doesn't look like it, but this is still decent. This is still like fucking 20 pips here. I need a wick. I can't. If it just takes off now, I have to watch it. Because this candle is printed a bit too big for my liking. So I need a wick. That's looking pretty good. Alright, I'm going to put a buy stop here. Cool. Alright. Alright, I've got a buy stop there, anticipating this flips bullish again for a continuation up. Let me check out some of these other time frames. What's the 1 hour doing? What's the 4 hour doing? I like the 4 hour for a continuation up. I like it, I think. The only thing I don't really like is that this 1 hour closes in 13 minutes. Alright, based on the steepness of this wick now, I'm going to move my buy stop a little bit lower. Anticipating that flip for a lot stronger confirmation that it wants to move up now. Because if it were to flip from here and leave that big of a wick to go all the way up, like it had to reject and come quite a long way. What's the probability of it rejecting that much just to go back down? Of course it can happen, but I think there's a lower probability. So with that being said, I'll move my buy stop a bit lower. But if it gets too steep, then I'll have to cancel. Right now it's okay, but I don't want to see it go too much crazy lower. If this does continue to melt, what's the 1 hour doing? I'll tell you what I was going to say. I'll wait to see what happens here. And the idea behind this trade right here is we're in an uptrend, and in uptrends, the market moves like this, right? It doesn't just go whee. It moves, has a bit of a pullback, gets some liquidity, whatever you want to call it, get some momentum, build its way up, and then go back up again. Come down, get liquidity, build up, go up again. And this right now, what I'm anticipating is that pullback time, and then for the continuation up. And the candles I look for to give me that confirmation is kind of not necessarily what I'm seeing. Like, it's not super tidy. I usually want to see the bodies getting smaller and then having a green candle somewhat engulf that, and that's giving me some confirmation, a wick, and then that's giving me some confirmation that's ready to continue back up. It's very rare that you get like a textbook version of that, but yeah. So I'll wait a little bit here, see if it can flip in the next 5 minutes. If not, I'll cancel the order. Because I don't want to get caught in the 1 hour opening, and then when the 1 hour opens, a new 1 hour opens, it's going to create a bottom wick or a top wick. I don't know which way it wants to go first, and I just don't want to be caught in that backfire. Need an engulfing candle that engulfs the big green one. If you're looking for sells, yeah, for sure. If you're looking for sells, you want this candle here to obviously break down here. I would actually, if I was looking for sells, which I might if it comes down, I wouldn't want it to break here. I want it to do that and then create a bit of support and then break after that. That's what I would like. But right now I'm looking for potential buys here, so we'll see if this can flip in the next 4 minutes. See if this can flip in the next 4 minutes. You got 3 minutes to flip, candle. 3 mins. If it can flip my stop, ooh. Man, this range doesn't look that big, but it freaking is. How is that possible? Am I just tripping out? No, it's definitely big. All right, I cancelled that one. It doesn't look like it's going to flip, and if it does, by the time it does, it'll be small body. It won't be pretty. So I have to now continue to wait. This range here can be a new range as well. What's it here? Because that's like a 30 pip range. was a bit sus before that it didn't tap into this support here. Maybe it's gonna try and test it. Yeah, not a bunch we can do. Except wait. I'll be back. Interesting. $27 pip candle there. The 1 hour has officially closed for business. 30-minute. Ooh. See, this is looking like exactly what I look for. But the 15's kind of messy. I'm gonna have to wait to see how this 15 closes. It's nothing. I can't do anything just yet. Very interesting weekly candles. Big rejections. I reckon we're hitting new all-time highs this week again. Oil is shooting upwards. Let's have a look at oil. Hmm. 25 pips, I think. It's not really doing much, to be honest. Let's see what copper's doing. Still just waiting for gold to give us something. Fuck man, it's an 80 pip range. Bitcoin's doing alright. All the Bitcoin people will be happy. I think. It's kind of in this downward channel, to be honest. I think if you get a weekly candle to break outside of that channel, that'd be interesting. Bro, oil's doing nothing. It's just doing its oil thing. If it was absolutely punching, I could see what you mean, but it's doing nothing. That's not even that big. If it was doing something like this. But right now it's just creating a normal candle. So 1 minute before this, 15 closes. Didn't really do a whole bunch. Cool. So there's that 15 closure. It's not giving me fuck all to play with just yet. My ideal scenario that I'm playing out in my head is if this 30 flips bullish, it ends up looking like this. I could anticipate a continuation up and take a buy there all day. So I'll have to wait for this 30 to close. All right, let's see. I'll see how this half an hour, how this 30-minute candle closes, and I'll determine what I want to do with my life after that. If it can flip bullish, I'll be somewhat interested. If it can close like this, I'll be interested in buys. Sick of punk. Oh, what is up, my man? Good to see you. I remember your account. Just hanging out here on gold, waiting for a potential setup. Have you taken any trades yet? I am patiently waiting over here. Okay, 30, I see what you're doing. I actually hit my stop loss, so I am preparing for the next setup as well. Oh, okay. Good shit, good shit. As long as you're mentally feeling, took the loss well, that's good stuff, man. Back on the horse. Play the patiently wait game. I need this 30 to close like this. Because that would actually be quite a nice little setup there. It's looking pretty shit. Alright, if this one doesn't flip in the next minute, I might have to call it a day. Well, at least on stream. I'll still hang out for a little bit, but there's no point streaming it because my setup won't arise for another half an hour or so, see if it can flip. Alright, gang, I'm gonna pack it up here. I'll still hang out and wait for a setup, but my next setup won't come for another at least 45 minutes. Just playing the patient game, so I'll be back tomorrow and do it all over again. Hopefully catch some trades on stream tomorrow. Have an incredible day or night wherever